This is the Mora knife Classic Original 1. I purchased it from SwedishKnives.com. It has the 4-inch laminated steel blade, and I bought it for some outdoorsy type stuff. Wanted to try it out. This isn't a review of the knife. This is more a discussion of how to modify this sheath. This is a pretty small hole for a belt loop. And doing a little research, I think it's more for hooking it on a button than it is for putting it on a belt. Either that, or Swedish people have really skinny belts that they wear around all the time. The reason I'd want to modify this is not just because I don't wear skinny belts, but also because I had another knife, which is a Gerber A475. This is actually a replacement. My first one of these, and you can see it's pretty well used, my first A475 was lost when I was hiking around in the woods. I think I was 12 or something, and it just slipped out of the sheath. I don't know where it is to this day, but I bought a replacement, and now I'm wary of these open sheaths at the top. So in this video, I'm going to show how to solve that problem with the Mora knife, because I really don't want to lose this, and how to modify this sheath so that it fits on your belt. In case you're wondering what all that noise is, I'm actually at the firing range, because oddly enough, this is really the only place I can go see where it's quiet enough for me to even shoot. To make this sheath modification, you're going to need 2 3-foot pieces of paracord. You can have them be whatever color you want. I'm just using 2 different colors so it's easier to see what I'm doing. Next thing you're going to do is find the middle of each of these pieces of paracord, like this, and you're going to string one of them through the other so that it looks like this. Next, you'll take the end of one of the cords and pass it through the loop in your sheath so that you get something that looks like that. Next, you'll bring the ends of these upwards towards the top of the sheath so that it looks like that. And the next step is to tie a Solomon's bar with these back ones over these 2 black front inner core strands. I'm not going to demonstrate that, but I'll post a link to some other YouTube vids on how to tie a Solomon's bar. The next thing you'll do is tie a Celtic button knot with the 2 loops here, and I'm not going to demonstrate that, but I'll provide a link to how to do that. The next step is to pass each of these ends through this bottom loop here. So both of these need to go through that loop. And by that loop I mean this black one. And it helps if you have one of these, which it's just a hemostat. You can usually buy hemostats at a sporting goods store, typically in the fishing aisle, and to do it you just kind of slide through here, grab the end and pull it through. Do the same with the other side. And here it is with the 2 strands of your Solomon's bar pulled down through. This is actually what's going to form your belt loop, or from the loop that your belt goes through. And the next step is just to tie a square knot with these 2 ends to keep it from passing back up through there. Next, after you've tied your square knot, these 2 pieces need to be passed back through to the front side of the knife sheath, like that. And then you just sheath your knife, and you're going to tie a loop around the knife to kind of hold it in place. And I like to tie a Celtic button knot right here to hold that. So here it is with the top Celtic button knot tied. The hard part is tightening it down enough so that it's in the right position relative to your Solomon's bar. And then back here you can see that I've tied a square knot and passed the ends through. Here it is with the front side button knot finished. You can see it just loops over the end of the knife real easy. The hard part here is getting the tension right in the knot and then also getting it centered. That's where one of these comes in handy, a little hemostat. In this case, it's actually a needle driver. And here it is mounted on my belt. It's a nice tight fit, it's secure, it's not sliding around a whole bunch. And I think it's going to work alright. The nice thing about having this little butt knot here is when you're going to put it back on, you just kind of use it as a little leverage. Is it going to be bomb-proof under all circumstances? Probably not, but I think with this, it's going to prevent the knife from coming out the top. And that's it.